Debbie from Creative Thoughts for You. I hope you're all doing okay. Welcome back to another one of my video tutorials. Today I thought we'd actually start using this Forever Bloom set. It's actually really pretty. The flowers are very detailed and I really like some of the sentiments as well. They go together very nicely. We're going to be using this one today and the Always and Forever sentiment. So let me show you a few cards I've already made using this set. Now I've cased this card off a Australian demonstrator called Kylie. So thank you, Kylie, for letting me borrow your idea. I've done a few things that are different dyes and different sort of ribbon and stuff. So this is my take on her card. So I hope you like it. These are the colours she used. She used Petal Pink and Basic Black. So I like that one. And I've done a different one in Whisper White and Basic Black and just used the black ribbon. So, and I've coloured some rhinestones in with a black Sharpie pen just to make them sort of stand out a bit. So, right, so here we go. Let's get started. To start with, we're going to need a piece of black, basic black cardstock, which measures 8 1/4 by 5 3/4. Then you want 2 pieces that measure 5 1/2 by 3 7/8. Then you want a piece that is cut at 3 7/8 by 1/2 inch, and you want a scrap of white and a scrap of black. Right, I've scored this piece at 4 1/16, and I'm going to use my bone folder to give it a nice sharp edge. Put that to one side. Now I'm going to use both of the Whisper White cardstocks that we've got with the big flower and some Memento ink, and I'm going to ink up my stamp, and as you can see it's already well used. I used some Black Archive Stampin' Up ink and it seems to have dyed the actual stamp, so I'm going to have to see if I can try and get that off. Right, now I'm going to line my cardstock up with the grid paper, and I'm going to plop this on about there. Press down hard, and there we go. Isn't that pretty? Like that. Right, let's pop that to one side, and now we're going to take the second piece. This is for the front, and I'm just going to randomly stamp all around the white cardstock. So let's ink it up well. I'm going to put my hand in that, had I? Bring it down a bit further, make sure it's lined up again. It doesn't really matter because I'm just hoping you can see this, because I didn't want the glare from the light, because it's gone dark here. This is about my 6th take, I think, on this video, so I'm hoping this time it'll actually work. Right. I'm going to go both ways with this one. Isn't that pretty? I love this. So detailed. Absolutely stunning set. I'm going to pop. Ooh, and a bit of glare from the light, so bear with me a sec. And I'm going to go there. And press down. There we go. Same again. I think I'm going to go that way this time. And that seems to fit in there nicely. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. I really like that. That's coming along nice. Stamp it again with some ink. Make sure it's nice and juicy. And then stamp the final bit. Which way around shall I go? Yeah, I think that way goes better. There we go. And I think I'm just going to put, whoops, a little bit on the edge here. So just ink the end bit up and pop it on the paper. There we are. And then we have a nice, that's lovely, it's really pretty. Right, next we're going to be using the sentiment Always and Forever, and we are going to take our scrap bit of paper, and again we're going to be inking it up. There we go. That's all the inking done now. Now we're going to, next I'm going to take this, I'm going to run it through my Big Shot, and I'm going to be using the stitched oval framelit dies, and I'm going to be using the third in from the middle straight edged one. So that's that one, which I've already done. And I'm going to take the layer in oval dies, and I'm going to be using the second size up in that. So there we go. So we have those two. So now I'm going to take all the bits we've done. I'm going to glue this bit on to this bit, making sure it's all nice and even all around the edges, giving it a bit of a press, and then I'm going to open the cardstock up, card base up, sorry, not card, well it is cardstock, but it's a card base. Put some glue on there, put this in the center, making sure it's nice and even all the way around. That's it. And then I'm going to, before we get to use this bit, I'm just going to put some dimensionals on the back of here and then leave it to dry for a few minutes. Yeah, I think that's enough. Yeah, right, just that. Yes, the next thing I'm going to do is actually take some dimensionals. Now these aren't Stampin' Up dimensionals, I've got mine on order, so I've had to use something else at the moment. So I'm going to take a Sharpie pen, which is black, and I'm just going to colour in about 7 of these. Now because this is a permanent marker, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, they'll actually stay black and it won't rub off. Right, leave those to dry now for a second, and now we're going to take this piece, and we're going to take this piece of white cardstock as well. Now I've cut a bit of ribbon, which is 5 inches, and that's just over a quarter of an inch wide, and I'm going to get, the ribbon's about a quarter of an inch wide. I'm going to take a dimensional, no I'm not, I'm going to take a glue dot, and I'm going to stick it, which is the back, on the back, in the middle of that. Now this is a tip I picked up off Kylie as well, the Australian demonstrator. I'm going to pop that in the centre there, make sure that it's even each side. Right, I'm going to take a cardstock and turn it over. I'm going to take some double-sided sticky tape, tearing tape, and put it about just over a quarter of the way up the card. Now I'm going to take my picky tool and take off the back of the, that's it. I'm going to turn it back over, and you can obviously feel where your, now I'm going to just put that round the back onto the sticky bit. And then I'm going to line the white bit up this side so it's in a straight line, and do exactly the same. Take it round the back and glue it down. And that didn't go very well, did it? There we go. Just unroll that slightly now. It doesn't fray, because sometimes when you do this, the ribbon, yeah, it's going to fray. So I'm just going to pull a whole lot up. So I'm just going to move it slightly and put it all back down. Oh dear, this is not going very well, is it? Right, take it off, move it down. There we are. You'll get there eventually. Right, I'll just cut any excess ribbon off. Why is it you can always do it perfectly when you're not on camera, and when you're on camera you muck it up. Right, now we're going to take our card base and we're going to turn this piece over, and we're going to use our wet glue to stick it down, including putting a bit on the ribbon as well. There we go, that's plenty of glue. Stick this on the front, making sure it's even all the way around. Oh, that looks good to me. Yep, that looks fine. I'm going to take our bit that we made earlier and take the back off the dimensionals. There we go. I think you can either put it in the middle, or you could put it this side, or you could put it just off centre, which is what I think I'm going to do. There we go. Now, I'm not very good at doing bows either, so I've actually did a bow off camera, and I'm going to put the little tiny bow that I've done, put it, that's it, so it's on the back there, and I'm just going to position it there. Now those rhinestones we did earlier that we coloured, I'm going to, I don't want my picky tool, I want my tweezers. I'm going to pick these up and place, I'll put one there I think. One there. Let's put some down the bottom, one there. And I always like to work in odd numbers because, let's put one there. Better. And yeah, I always like to use odd numbers because it's just the way it's same as if you're doing a garden, isn't it? You don't ever use even numbers with plants, you always use odd numbers. So possibly one there, and possibly one there. Yeah, that's fine. There you are, just stick them down now. And there we have our card. That's beautiful. Really, really pleased with that. So thank you, Kylie, for the idea. And I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank a friend of mine, Dan Thomas, who actually helped me get this video up and running the right way around and full length of the screen. So thank you, Dan, for that. Anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. I'll see you again next Friday. Thank you for watching, and if you want any measurements and stuff, it'll be on my blog, which is deborahpaull.blogspot.com, and you can also place an order. If you want to place an order, you can do off that site as well. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a lovely weekend. Bye, guys. Bye.